1800 watts, not cutting it. The most power I think you can actually put on these 650 watts. Bad things didn't happen, that's all I'm gonna say. There is a Tahoe parked back there. And that thing is loud, like that thing is like my ears right now, I can just hear ringing. 1800 watts on 410s, not cutting it. Don't get me wrong, this Amps 1800.1 is definitely putting in some serious work. But it's 2024, time to get loud. Boy, if you don't. So I do have my stunt wall that's back here, guys. It is somewhat getting taken apart. Don't mind the mess, guys, man. Your boy's been doing some testing. Although it seems a little bit dangerous, but man, it's okay, I promise you.
No, son.
I have my Amps 3000.1 and I have my Amps 3000.2. I do have 4 10s, 2 10s per door. This door panel, I'm actually missing both of the 10s, but they're right there. If you didn't watch the previous video, man, definitely go check it out. Went ahead and did a loudspeaker test between a mid-range speaker and a woofer. Please check that video out. It's gonna give you a little bit of good input. I do have this MD 5000.1 connected to the blow through that's back here. I do have 412 E-Series sundown subs. These subs are bumping. This thing is so loud. I'll give you guys a demo towards the end of the video. Along with the bass demo, man, we're gonna go ahead and listen to what these 410s sound like on that 3000.1. It is 410s, 8 ohms a piece, so that's definitely a 2 ohm load. And as you can see, look, these amps, I never even took the plastics off of them. It is the 2 ohm version of the Amps 1800.1. The best route to go through with this, little test that we're gonna do is to go with the actual HD 3000.1, but the 2 ohm version. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, man. MD series is the way to go for these Amps, man. There's just something about this amp. Man, these things are monster with the powers. I love it. Although the HD series is pretty nice, ain't nothing like that MD series, guys. This thing is definitely a monster. See right here, this amp is a little bit wider than the HD amp. Pretty much that size of the amp is going to work on this side, and then I'll just go ahead and clean up the wires just so it doesn't look like a mess. These are 10-inch M&H Deltas right here, man. This is definitely an iconic speaker in the loudspeaker game. Most power I think you can actually put on these guys is almost like 650 watts. 2600 watts, guys, I think that's a little bit too much. Your boy is definitely not scared to go ahead and push the limits, man. You already see them E-Series subs. Man, I think the most those things can handle is like 400 watts. But man, we got that big boy 5000.1 on it, MD series at that. And man, them speakers have yet to even, flinch or even get hot or me smell them. Put them things to work, guys, man. Speakers are made to get loud, to get beat on, and that's what I do, man. I really test these speakers, man. I ain't scared to put no power and abuse them. But man, they've lasted. They lasted. I can't complain. So that's what we're actually gonna do in today's video. We're gonna go ahead, put the 210s back, hook it up back to the MD 1800.1, hear how that sounds, and then we're gonna take out MD 1800.1. and then we're gonna swap it out for HD 3000.1 at 2 ohms. It can go good, it's gonna go bad, but either way, we gotta find out what those speakers can actually handle, and let's get to work. I put the M&H's back inside their location and they are connected to the 1800.1, but I disconnected my tweeters yesterday because I was using the DS250 in the previous test video. So let me go ahead and connect this bad boy up so we can go ahead and hear what this sounds like with the 1800.1. I already know what it sounds like, guys, but we're just gonna go ahead and give it a quick little listen right before we swap it over to that big old 3000.1. Amp is connected, but I do have some RCAs that are loose, so I need to figure out what RCAs are to what on the crossover. So just let me put some music on. Okay, so let me see what these do. Okay, so these are tweeters. I got those right off the bat. And so I'm guessing this RC right here is for the 10s. Okay, yeah, I hear.
12 seconds later.
1800.1 is connected to the mids. The DS250/2 is connected to the tweeters. They are both dialed in on the PRV crossover, guys. Man, this crossover is bomb. Only thing to do is listen to hear how loud this bad boy is with that 1800.1. Now, don't get me wrong, man, that 1800.1 is doing massive work on the 410s, but man, I think that 3000 is gonna be no joke, guys, man. Let's give it a shot real quick. Those things are talking, guys. Thing sounds really, really loud. For those things being old school speakers, guys, eminences, it being only on the 1800.1, I can only imagine what that 3000 is going to do. Even standing right by my Trailblazer across the street from where the Silverado's at, man, that thing is loud and talking. So I'm going to go ahead and swap that amp out real quick, and then, man, that thing's going to be loud. Took the 1800.1 out and we're going to put the 3000 in. I'm just going to somewhat set the settings the same way that it was on the 1800, just so I know it's good. So the level, we're actually going to turn that down. I already know that we're going to have to play with that one. We're going to turn that one all the way down. Low pass, you already know, man, I like to pump that guy up. And then high pass, we're going to go ahead and just pump it up a little bit and turn it back down. Bass boost, of course, all the way down. And I think we're ready. So I blew off everything, all the extra wires, because I didn't want nothing going inside there. I've seen some cases that amps stay on because the little strands of wire get stuck inside the amp, and it will, like, bad things that happen. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm ready to hear how this thing's gonna sound. This thing is gonna be so loud. Man, so I think this guy's actually ready to fire up. What I'll do is slowly bring the gain in, then we'll go ahead and play it, jam it for a bit, because I do think it's gonna be way louder than it was with the 1800.1. We are in a deed restricted area, and this blow through right here, guys, this fourth order bang is ridiculous. So we're actually gonna have to hit the streets, jam out in the public to go ahead and listen to what it sounds like with everything playing, man. This thing is gonna be a one loud monster. All right, so once again, man, let's fire this guy up and hear how it sounds. Go ahead and start off listening to this guy with the gain halfway up. So we'll just go ahead and easily call that 1500 watts. It's gonna make some noise, but then we'll turn this guy up little by little and hear how loud she is. Sounds good, guys, but man, that 1800 is just killing it, guys. It is killing it. So I'm not even gonna be scared. Man, let's turn this guy all the way up and then just back it down a hair. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and bless these. Hopefully nothing bad happens, but hey, we won't know what they do unless we test them out right. If only you guys were to actually be here standing right next to me hearing this, how much more of a difference that 3000 is, guys. Night and day, guys. Man, that thing is aggressive loud. I don't know if you guys can tell, but right here there is a cop, a Tahoe parked back there. He basically rode by giving us the evil eye. I seen him make the U-turn down the road, and now he is parked across the street. Let me see if I can record. Like, there he is right there. So I think that's our cue to go ahead and take this out for a quick little ride, test out the speakers, add a little bit of bass, and hear how much more louder this bad boy is, guys. This thing is loud. Man, it even brought our friend over there. So let me make sure some stuff is picked up, cleaned up, out the way, secure, and then we're gonna go ahead and take a ride. And we're gonna beat this sucker down, man. This thing is gonna bass out like crazy. All right, so we're about to go bust a quick little cruise. We can't jam this thing here, and the folk already pulled up, and your boy ain't trying to get told or a ticket. Only this time, man, we were about to bang that blow through back there with the mids and highs and hear how all that together sounds, man. It's gonna be loud. Man, let's get it.
I should think I'm cheating on her. Maybe your life ain't later. She like your friends.
Man, that thing is loud. Like, that thing is like my ears right now. I can just hear ringing. So I actually pulled into the Walmart, guys, and we are gonna just open the doors and play it and hear how it sounds from a distance. Just because, like, we can't do that over there because obviously the folk already pulled up, and there's folk that's always here. But man, we can probably get away for a little bit. Man, that thing is loud, guys. I don't want to cause a big scene here because I'm at Walmart and they do call the cops here like crazy. But man, that thing is loud. Now let's go ahead. Hear how it sounds with the doors closed.
Yes, yeah.
And this truck has been sitting for a very long time, so I already know that the batteries are like really dead. All right, so I made it back without getting no tickets. We did see a couple folk out there, guys, and we did pull it to Walmart, but man, we made it back to the crib safe. So I got every speakers down below, so I think I need something ear level. So we may actually put some tweeters on the top when we start doing the rebuild, just so we can get some sound ear level. Overall, guys, man, that 3000 watts made a very big difference, man. Like, I'm hearing ringing in my ears at the moment, and I do not smell the speakers at all, so it's obvious that it is taking that 3000 watts. So I can honestly say we're closing this door. Test is complete. That 3000 watt is making the front doors talk. And doing all these, like hearing what this sounds with that, how much power we can put on that. Guys, we're just basically doing small testing for our new rebuild so we can know how far we can push the limits. And you know, they do make speakers like the Altos we did the test video before this one. Man, if we were to even do Altos in here, we could probably even put 5,000 watts on the front doors, guys. That would be crazy. I know if we go ahead and do the Neos, the more bigger mid-range speakers, guys, we could probably put 8,000 watts just on the front doors, and that would be insane. Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, guys. It is so hot out here today. I hope you guys had a good weekend, and we're gonna get back to Monday and seeing what's good. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.